Hello and welcome back to Factorio Tightening the Belt Megabase Guide. I'm Xterminator and thank you for joining me. Today we're gonna do something fun. We're gonna set up nuke production, and with that, nuclear artillery, and we gotta test it out. I mean, you can't just build that without testing it out, right? So we unlocked that. We did finish the nuclear research on stream, I believe, and that VOD did go up on YouTube or on my Twitch, which is always linked in the descriptions. So that unlocked us the ability to make atomic bombs as well as the atomic artillery shells. I've been calling them nukes. I mean, it's pretty much almost the same thing, right? So first we need to make these guys. And these are going to require uranium-235, which we have a fair bit of, explosives, and processing units. So we have explosives here, and we already have the cannon shells being made. And I think these are in a provider. And then we will need blue circuits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make these just right here. Just so they're nearby, and I'm going to dump them here, and we could actually maybe just do, because it's a little silly, I think, to have bots like bringing from here to here or something. It seems a little bit ridiculous. So what we are going to do, though, is we're actually going to do something a little nifty. We're going to use a pass-through chest and make it a requester because, well, that could actually not end well. Okay, we're going to do something else nifty. We're going to request in blue circuits because I don't want to belt those up. These require, how much was it, 10, 20? 20. Alright, so we'll request in like 40 of these. We need to put them in a provider. So this guy, the problem is this is just going to infinitely fill this up, right? So we're just going to use a wire, and we're going to say if that chest has less than 50 explosives, you can work. And it obviously has more, so he stopped. And then we're going to output these into here, and we also need to request the 235, and I believe that required 30, so we're going to request double that, which is 60. And it's not too far away. We have a lot of it. We have, 1.9K. We really should set up more of this processing, though, if we're going to be making a lot of nukes. And then this guy, let's go ahead and set here with the logistics network. For nukes to be, let's just say less than, okay, if they take 30 of those, 20 would be 600. We should, well, let's go with 10 to begin with until I set up more Coverx process. So let's run over here and get some blue circuits into the network. Oh, it's so close. Look at that. It's like, it's one space off. We can use a long-handed inserter. Or not. That's awkward. Although, wait, can't that grab from there? I think, well, we're going to find out. Try to find a decent power thing here without making complete spaghetti power pole mess. Okay, there's actually... Great. That's so frustrating. This is like, it's like one tile away from the network. Can this move over, like one? We're about to find out. Well, it was connected here. I think that's why that was there, but I mean, really, I don't know, he was the only connection. Darn it. Okay, well, that would work. Let's just do that. And place this guy over here somewhere where he'll reach. There we go. So that's, oh wait, no, that didn't actually move it. That's still, ugh. What a pain. It's literally, although this one didn't actually need to be right there, did it? Couldn't this like move over one as well? Couldn't that just go like there? Pretty sure it could. I don't actually know what this was for even. What was this even for? Is this even needed? I mean, we have these, but that's in this range. There's like not even anything in the range here, right? Nothing I can see. Well, that's a little bit silly. I don't know why I put that there. Maybe I put it there for that and then like later on did the other one. I'm not sure. But we want to dump those back in, and I'm pretty sure I nagged some of these guys. No? Okay. Let's dump that like that. You are going to input into there. We'll just say like, I don't know, 100 or something. 250. Get those moving, right? Is there actually 250 in the network already? So here's something you can do. If you hit L, this will open the logistics network, whichever one you're in. You can see here, There's a separate one, which I'm not actually entirely sure where that is, but this would be our main one, and we can check this out, and you can actually search, seeing as how I can't find it. Processing. Why is... well, there's like none in here. Why did this stop? What? Dude, there's not... what? What are you doing, man? Okay, what am I missing? Am I just like a complete idiot? Oh, the insert... okay, so here's something interesting. I ran into this in my Sending Supports to Space map as well. The inserter actually has to be in the network as well to pick up that connection. Or that condition. So there you go. Now that the inserter's in there, it's a little intricacy there. So that guy has to be in the network to pick that up. And that should get our nukes going. And then we just need to set up the nuclear artillery, which is just... wow. Okay, so this is radars, rocket control unit. They don't make these cheap. We have rocket control units like on the other side of the base. I think I may just hand carry those. Let's get rid of some stuff too. Like, I don't know why I randomly have batteries. Okay, so are these going into a whatchamithing too? Yeah. Okay, so we could then take another one. And they could go... I kind of wanted to share a chest. It really doesn't matter at all, but why don't we just... yeah, they don't need to share a chest. We can do this to... okay. I changed my mind. Again, we're just going to build them over here by the make everything stuff. I'll just stick them over here. So this guy needs to request in a lot of stuff. Gonna keep our bots busy a bit. Requester chests. Passives. Okay, so this guy needs to request in. We can shift right click and copy to here. I guess we can try that. So one radar. We actually have radars in the network. And these take 120 seconds to make. Wow. We need some speed modules. We don't actually have explosive uranium cannon shells, which we'll need to make as well. We could make those here. Because these are just going to require explosive shells and the uranium, whatchamacallit. We could actually, why don't we share this requester? That'd be smart. Why don't we grab that, and then also we need to request in some of this. We'll just do like 10 and some explosive cannon shells, which we may or may not have. Is that what this took? Yeah. So we do have that, and then take the long-handed and do that. So this guy is now going to make those, and we should be in pretty good shape, maybe. We're missing stuff. We're missing nukes, and we're missing... well, we're missing those, obviously. It just brought the first nuke. I mean, nukes take a while to make as well. They take 50 seconds. So it may be worth our while to speed module them just for now, because I'm impatient. And we're just going to hand carry some control units up there. Like, this is not a world where we need to be just, like, using these constantly. The biters aren't really that dangerous to us right now. I really did not want this stuff. There we go. I mean, that's 30. That's 10 of them, right? Yeah. And then we needed speed modules. That's what I was down here for. I'm just trying to grab a couple here. We'll just throw 2 in each, and that's 100% speed boost. Pretty much doubles it. And these are actually already past the crafting speed of 1. The assemblers are 1.25, so that'll be even quicker. I don't know what this... oh, this is waiting on me. That's what that's waiting on. And waiting on this. What? Why do we not have these? Were we not making these here? Or were these not actually in a thingy? Oh, this is grabbing. Oh, is this not actually outputting? Oh, it's not actually outputting into a chest in addition. I see. It's a bit of a funky setup. Wow, I really did a number on this factory. All right, so you need to output there. If that's less than, let's just say 50, get that cranking. We did speed modular oil as well, which I think helped. We could knock out some research too. Start heading down the rocket shooting, whatever, just to get rid of the non-infinite researches is what we're trying to do at the moment. And I only need 1 or 2 of these. These things are gonna just obliterate pretty much everything we point them at. I'm gonna relocate you to here and stick you in there, and then you can just go until these are less than something. Well, we brought 30 control units, so that would be 10 of these. So that's gonna require another one of those, and he should slowly make, we only need 1 or 2 to demonstrate. It's pretty awesome. There's also a napalm artillery mod, which is pretty hilarious. I think we may get that on the frontier scenario. Definitely, I did a spotlight on both these. I did a spotlight on the atomic artillery, which is what we're using here for these guys, and then the napalm artillery as well. This takes forever, man. At least we can do research at the same time. I don't really know why I kept this. We don't need this, and it's in the way. Not really in the way, but generally annoying me. Okay, so everything is keeping up quite well. How is our stuff over here doing? Backed up, even though we're doing research. It's because we're not doing purple research. That's what eats the advanced circuits, and then the yellow eats these guys because it takes it itself, and then plus the speed modules. So this next one will eat some. Really, we're just eating iron at the moment. Is the military? I mean, these take red circuits too, but they only take 1. It's not like the 5 you need per furnace of this. Okay, so let's grab this. There's 2. Might as well use 2. There's actually not any. Only biters are over here, and I don't think I made an actual turret. We have the stuff. Why don't we just make a turret too? I'm coming up here because I think that's where the concrete is. I don't know why I have wood. I don't want wood. Don't want the crappy power poles either. Because this is going to take... Oh, actually not that much concrete. Not even a stack. And then also some steel. And I don't need all those. I certainly do not need this many long head inserters. Jeez. Sweet. Yeah, these things, it's really the research that's expensive for this. Once you get the research, these turrets and then the wagons are actually fairly cheap considering, their capabilities. So there's that, and then we'll get this last one. Knocking these researches out pretty quick, which is nice. Okay, so we have this. These only stack in 1s as well, just like the normal shells, which obviously would make sense. Just wait for this dude to finish. So obviously the advantage of that turret, different than the wagon, is that you don't need a train track. Oh, was there already? I don't need 3. Yeah, is this guy's stationary, right? So he doesn't need a train track. And the range, we should actually be able to hit those from here with the manual targeter. Maybe. Might be pushing it. Actually can't. Oh, jeez. Don't want to run over there. My bot's gonna start doing stuff. We will want to defend this, because they will come running for us. Ah, dude, come on, man. For some reason, I remember the range on this bit. Well, we can put it by the lake. That'd be nice. Just rain down destruction with a nice lake view here. So this has nothing in its range for its automatic fire, so it won't do that. However, we can now go into the targeting and check this out. In fact, with the power of these, I'm pretty sure I can just hit... well, the distance is iffy. Okay, well that actually shows the range there. Not gonna be good, huh? Okay, well, boom. Here we go, guys. Follow the shell. Boom. It's a nuke. It's not like it's a nuke, but it's artillery nukes, man. It's awesome. So this one, we don't even have to be in the range of the with the artillery itself isn't actually quite in the range of that base, but with it being a nuke, it can just nuke the thing. Gotta love it. Like, can you imagine this just on, like, if you had a death world and you just had, like, a huge artillery train or whatever, and you just loaded it up with these, you'd just be firing nukes off left and right. So satisfying. The napalm one is really cool, too. So there's that. I thought that would be fun. I wanted to get those done anyway, and nukes are good to have in general. I mean, those we will be using more often, because those are something you fire from your person. Jeez. Oh, wait, no. Okay, I was like, wait, didn't I need to defend this because they'd attack? But no, because we just obliterated their whole base. That's the advantage. With normal artillery, you can't just kill an entire cluster of bases, so then they come and attack. But with this, you just kill the whole base and everyone at it, so that there's no attack, which is actually an advantage you may not think of, because then you don't have to put any defenses. Unless you manage to, like, somehow hit another part of a different base or something that triggers, you don't kill the whole base with that. It'd have to be a pretty big base, though. Okay, so this is looking pretty scarce here, guys. We need to start turning on another copper smelter here. I mean, this whole thing needs to... Darn. I don't want to work on this right now. This whole thing needs to move over. This one needs to come over here. This is a bit unfortunate. Let's see. Research. That's an expensive research. Okay, so we could turn off the turret thing. How's our pollution? Our pollution actually is not that bad, all things considered. We could use up some more red circuits, though. Of course, what I have in mind is going to use up more copper, but we will turn on another copper smelter. It's just a matter of me moving the line over, which I didn't really want to do on camera because it's going to be kind of tedious. But what I did want to do is up the beacon count, and I guess we could turn more modules on too. Set these back to, like, well, they were at 150. We could set them to 200. Gonna need more productivity modules. It's definitely not 200 in here, bud. What? Oh, those were... Wait, but weren't these wired? Oh, they need red circuits, because I turned off the red circuits. Duh. This is what happens when I forget that I turned something off. There we go, that should do it. Yeah, because then he goes over there. Perfect. So that will use up some more of the red circuits and blue circuits, of course. Get some more modules. We will need to do some productivity modules as well. But in terms of scaling things up, like I'd mentioned last episode, you know, I wanted to scale up the base we have here instead of just, like, straight up building a whole nother base right away. So I'm looking for something that... Oh yeah, level 3 assemblers. I want to start expanding stuff out. It's not going to be perfectly ratioed off the bat, but that's part of the fun, right? Is you just build more and go with it, and then fix things where it needs it. So like these, we could just boom. Now these won't actually be able to keep up, which is where we're going to hit a bit of a snag. Let's throw this like here. Go to that one. We are going to hit a bit of a snag here because those, the red to green is still ratioed because I did an extra one here, but the problem is that those, whoops, dang it, those other ones for the inserters and belt won't actually be enough to keep up with this. And by the way, as you saw there, you can actually just click on top of a thing to replace it. So these dudes, yeah, I don't think these will be enough. I mean, we can do some research and find out. Don't really want grenade damage. There's some of that. Because this was ratioed for the number we had, I'm pretty sure. Doubling this would be an option. I mean, that would be the best option. But the way I built this, there's not really room. So this is where a redesign is going to come in. I wish there was more room. I mean, we have room over here. Like, I think we could probably do it. And we could just mirror it. Not that this would work. We're actually going to hit iron problems is what we're going to hit. And a space problem. That's also. However, there is a... Wow, that went quick. There is a neat little trick you can do that some people do for like their little malls or make everythings. Is you can obviously, I say obviously because I think I've done it here before, but if you didn't know, you can grab from an underground like this. So even though we're passing under it, we can just grab from here, and then we'll just, yeah, we're gonna hit. What's gonna happen is we're not gonna have enough iron. Is what's actually gonna happen here, but and the split is far from ideal of what's happening. So let's just tear this all up. It's gonna stop research for a second. I have way too much junk. Oh, I had those blue belts for testing. Okay. So let's see. What was that for? That was for iron. So essentially what we need is just not that iron, and again we can turn it into the inserter so it doesn't merge onto here, because if we do that, it's going to want to side load onto those circuits. Now this is not going to be great. I can tell you right now, we're going to need, I think, this to be red belt. Pretty sure we're going to need this to be red belt. Which is, I mean, doable. Of course, our bus, I think, is mostly red belt, so... Can I get rid of some of this crap? I mean, these are making things, but there's nowhere to output them. So what needs to happen then... Okay, so yeah, the problem here then is that this guy's not really getting much iron. So what we can do though is this guy can output here. It's not clean, but again, this is kind of what I discussed last episode. This is part of the fun, rather than just like perfect ratio, perfect build things, and it's essentially just at that point, you know, just playing the let the bots place everything game, and also not, jeez, don't do that. Just no, idiot. I am oh dear. Okay, so what we can do though is this. That's no, not that either. Dang it, all the hell. Okay, we can do that. It's a little bit wonky doing it this way, but this makes it think that something else is side loading, so it does it like that. So this may need to be red belted, or maybe this is enough. I don't know. Like, that's why we have to do some research, is to get the thing cranking, see what happens. It's here if we need it. That's the important part. Getting this onto the other side may not be quite as simple. However, it is still doable. Let's... Or not. Not in a very nice way, at least. Ugh. Okay, so if we output you... Okay, so that's not quite long enough. We will actually... Whoop. We will need to red belt this. Or red underground it, rather. So you can do that. Okay, so then this one needs to be red. And we will need a red splitter. And I needed to end this episode a few minutes ago, because I have a lot of stuff to do still today. But we'll do that, and then we could use our handy-dandy upgrade majigger. And upgrade that. Boom! That's going to send a ton more iron down there. And like I said, until we do a really intense research, we won't be able to tell. But that's kind of what I'm thinking here, guys, in terms of expansion. Just upgrade things where we can, and then, you know, make do where we can here, which actually that didn't turn out too bad. This is the one little wonky part, but that's kind of my thinking. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the nukes and the kind of makeshift additions here. And yeah, leave any thoughts, questions you have down below. But until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.